Welcome to Amazing HUAYI, a program dedicated to sharing the remarkable stories of Chinese Americans. From perseverance to service, from faith to legacy, each episode takes you on a journey through the lives of extraordinary individuals. Discover how courage, compassion, and dedication have helped them build new lives, preserve their cultural heritage, and inspire generations to come. Today, we invite you to hear the story of the life and legacy of Debra. Compassion in Action: The Life and Legacy of Debra. Tzu Compassion Architecture Framework was recently recognized and affirmed by the United Nations Multi-Faith Advisory Councils. Behind this milestone is Tzu Foundation International Director Debra Boudreaux, who has long helped translate Tzu's spirit of great love into a global language. After the Eaton fire in Los Angeles in April 2025, Debra led Tzu volunteers in disaster relief and community care. She received the Congressional Woman of the Year Award from Congresswoman Judy Chu and NVOAD's Outstanding Leadership Award, showing that compassion is not only a feeling, but a force for change. Humble Roots: Compassionate Heart. Debra Boudreaux was born in Taoyuan, where her parents ran a small grocery store. There, she saw life's hardships up close and the quiet strength of neighbors helping one another. From childhood, she wanted to help others. She once hoped to become a nurse, lawyer, or public relations professional. After high school, she planned to enter Mackay Nursing School, but her father urged her toward college. She later studied journalism at Chinese Culture University and earned a master's degree from the Missouri School of Journalism. Fate never put her in a nurse's uniform. Instead, it placed a pen in her hand. Years later, her early dreams converged. She entered hospitals and disaster zones, spoke for the suffering, and became a bridge among global organizations, governments, and charities. No White Coat: Healing Heart. Journalism gave Debra a sharp eye for the world. She reported on technology and medicine in Taiwan, then continued with Chinese language media in the US, where she saw immigrant struggles and the isolation caused by language barriers up close. At the time, Los Angeles' Chinese community was still small. Many new immigrants facing medical, legal, police, or emergency situations did not know how to speak up or where to turn. As a reporter, Debra was expected to observe from the outside, but she could not remain just a witness. A major traffic accident changed her path. Covering the scene, she saw injured victims and anxious families unable to communicate with police and medical staff. She stepped in to translate, comfort, and connect. That moment moved her from reporting suffering to walking beside it. Journalism remained her profession, but compassion became her life's calling. Pen in Hand: Compassion in Heart. In 1989, Debra formally joined Tzu. Her mother was already a Tzu donor, and after the traffic accident, Boudreaux found her own path into decades of service. Her background became her strength. Journalism taught her storytelling. Medicine and public health helped her understand system gaps. Fluency in Chinese and English made her a bridge across cultures and relief networks. Through hospice, medical outreach, and community service, she supported patients, immigrant families, and vulnerable groups. In Tzu, she found ordinary volunteers with extraordinary compassion, gentle in heart, steady in action. Disaster Lines: Life Lessons. Debra Boudreaux later served in larger crises, from earthquakes and wildfires to pandemics, working with FEMA, CDC, EOC, and JOC systems. She learned that true relief takes more than compassion. It needs structure, data, safety, and coordination. She also stresses the need for an exit strategy. Relief is not only about arriving quickly or distributing supplies, it must plan from the start how to leave responsibly, sorting resources, protecting volunteers, coordinating with the government, and tracking survivors' needs. After the Eaton fire, Tzu provided disaster relief and community care. Debra saw not only burned homes, but families struggling to rebuild dignity, order, and hope. Her frontline leadership later earned recognition from Congress and NVOAD. Grassroots compassion. Global voice. One of Debra's greatest contributions is translating Tzu Chi's compassion into a language the world can understand. She knows Tzu Chi phrases like bamboo bank era, 50 cents, and deepening love, expanding care carry deep meaning. But on global platforms, they must also speak the language of resilience, sustainability, public health, refugee care, food security, climate action, local empowerment, and long-term impact. Her goal is not to change Tzu Chi's mission, but to make it understood worldwide, showing how compassion strengthens communities, speeds recovery, supports vulnerable families, and empowers local volunteers. This is the heart of Tzu Chi's compassion architecture. Debra Boudreaux hopes to turn decades of global service into a framework the world can understand, support, and sustain. To her, compassion is not just a feeling or a one-time act. It is a shared language for facing disaster, poverty, and inequality. Compassion connects. World responds. Debra Boudreaux sees international recognition not as a credential, but as affirmation of Tzu Chi's compassionate approach. She once challenged the contradiction of discussing climate change while using styrofoam cups at an international conference, an observation that can gradually influence global practice. After Typhoon Haiyan struck the Philippines, Tzu Chi provided larger cash grants because survivors needed more than minimum aid to rebuild. Though questioned at first, Tzu Chi made its principle clear: standards matter, but compassion must keep relief centered on people. Today, Tzu Chi's compassionate framework has earned recognition from a United Nations interfaith body. For Boudreaux, it gives Eastern compassion a stronger voice in global humanitarian action. Letters across, hearts aligned. Beyond disaster relief and global advocacy, Debra Boudreaux believes education is the deepest form of legacy. One project especially moves her: the International Pen Pal program. Led by Principal Chi Hao Shu of Nanxi Elementary School in Taoyuan, the program connects children in Taiwan, the US, and beyond through handwritten letters and online exchanges, allowing them to share daily life, holidays, and culture in English. In an age of smartphones, handwritten letters feel rare and meaningful. Through each line, children learn not only English, but patience, expression, understanding, and respect. The program grew from about 200 students to 500, then 750, with more schools joining. Today, TSMC families in Phoenix, Arizona, have brought the program into local schools, expanding it into new student-led connections. To Debra, this is more than cultural exchange. It is goodness in motion. One child carries the light to another place. One school may connect an entire city. Compassion is not one-way giving, it is mutual illumination. African seeds. Local roots. To Debra Boudreaux, Africa is a key focus for Tzu Chi's global mission. In many countries, local trust was built not by slogans, but through years of medical care, food relief, education, and volunteer training. Her goal is not to send aid forever, but to grow local seeds of compassion. When residents serve their own communities, love takes root and remains. Living records, lasting love. In recent years, Debra Boudreaux has led efforts to preserve Tzu Chi USA's living history, recording more than 400 volunteer stories and shaping them into a 22-volume, 1.8 million-word family history of Tzu Chi in America. Over 37 years, first-generation volunteers stepped forward in a new immigrant land, driving, delivering meals, fundraising, offering disaster relief, and caring for others. Without grand titles, they built Tzu Chi's roots in America through countless weekends, late nights, and long miles. Without records, these lives would fade with time. With them, future generations will know that Tzu Chi USA did not appear overnight. It was built by people who walked a long road of love and service. Debra Boudreaux also understands that younger generations are different. Earlier volunteers often said, "Call me and I'll be there." Today's young people face different pressures and speak a different language. To reach them, one must first learn how to walk with them. That is why she brings young Tsuchi members into international meetings, not just to watch, but to learn how to plan, speak, write proposals, and engage the world. She does not hand them answers, she helps them find their own reason to serve. Bridging lives, walking together. Looking back on Debra Boudreaux's life, one sees a constant bridge builder. As a journalist, she bridged events and readers. At disaster scenes, families and responders. In Tsuchi, patience and resources. During the pandemic, health systems and vulnerable communities. Today, she bridges Buddhist compassion and the language of the United Nations. She is more than a moving storyteller and more than a systems-minded leader. She values stories and data. She believes in compassion and understands SOPs. She knows how to kneel beside the suffering and how to stand before the world. What she hopes to leave is not her name, but a way forward. See suffering, step closer, hear a call, respond, understand human frailty, yet believe in goodness. She catches people in disaster, protects them through systems, and speaks for the unheard. Debra Boudreaux's light is not dazzling, but enduring, not loud, but steady. She believes that when compassion becomes a framework, love becomes more than a feeling. It becomes a force that moves the world forward. We hope each story brings you inspiration, encouragement, and a deeper appreciation for the lives and legacies of Chinese Americans, allowing the light of culture to continue shining across generations. Amazing HUAYI is produced by the South Coast Chinese Cultural Center. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to follow, share, and stay connected as we continue to bring you more inspiring stories from the Chinese American community. Until next time, thank you for being with us.